patience is piety.
What is wrong?
Please, leave me to my prayers. I await Freya, the great healer.
I am here.
She will cure me. I have been a loyal follower. She would not abandon...
I am Freya. What do you need?
Only she can cure my sickness. With mangold, mire, and poem.
We must help her.
She demands a cure. She is dead.
She is trapped here, ignorant of her own death. If we bring her what she needs, she'll move on.
You're certain?
I'm not going to do nothing. She needs mangold, mire, and palm. We should find some. Well done. What did you find?
As you asked.
A nook and saw. Be wary.
Get that thing to shut up! Watch out! It's explosive! Be careful!
Did you recognize her? The sickly spirit?
No. There was a time I could recall the face of every one of my people. Sometimes I wonder if gods live too long.
I once felt the same.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
Could be useful. Looks like that worked. Well, that did it. That's everything I need. Let's return to the Sick Spirit.
You would cure the dead.
I promised I would take care of my people.
You do not even remember her. Nor she you.
And?
Let us return to the spirit.
Watch out!
It's explosive! Be careful!
Have you finally...
We have collected the plans.
Could this be? I feel my vitality returning to me. I feel... Freya.
I am here.
I knew you would return. Even as the doubters cursed your name.
Thank you. But it's time to rest. You have earned it.
Thank you, my queen. I am tired indeed.
Shall we continue?
Yes.
Freya, can we return to your story of Hrimthur? You said if he built Asgard's wall in time, he was promised an audience with you.
Yes. Or so I learned one day when Odin burst into our bedchambers, raging and half-drunk before noon, telling me to get dressed and go see what the Mason wants. So, off I went, not knowing what had truly been promised or expected. Dagger stashed in my robe for emergency. And this Mason, this giant in disguise.
His name was Hrimthur.
He just smiled to see me. And as you said, he whispered in my ear. He said the Aesir had killed his father, and he needed to know that one day they'd burn for it. I pointed out I was Aesir now too, technically. He gave me a look, as if he somehow knew better, and continued. He said he'd built in a structural flaw behind the Asgard Realm Tower.
I knew it! How do we make use of it?
We don't. He said Surtur would know what to do. And if Surtur's approaching Asgard's wall...
Then it is already Ragnarok.
Aye. Blast it. I hoped it might have given us another way. Golan on the left! Behind you! Look out!
Brace yourself! Parry it!
creatures weren't always this ravenous. The ecosystem. It's out of balance. The family crest of Henir. Poor man.
All is desolation, a fitting fate.
Astrid.
Spirit.
No.
Freya, you returned.
Astrid. What happened to you? To your garden?
The Einherjar. My life's work rotted. My monument to your glory reduced to this. I am sorry, my queen.
You need never apologize to me, old friend.
I swore to keep this garden in bloom until you return. To live forever amongst its putrescence. A just punishment.
I will return, Astrid. Kratos, we purge this garden of poison.
Why?
The earth is a reflection of those who tend it. So long as the land is plagued, her soul will be as well.
This mentions a spell that puts trolls to sleep, and a magic relic that acts as a sort of counter-spell. Looks like more armor for Lunda to fix up.
The last of them.
When my garden blooms, so will my soul.
Can you see if there's a way inside while you're up there?
Anything illuminating?
Life returns to life. Good. Hi. We have to destroy the
I
totems.
await the day
They're
when my
poisoning
garden
Astrid's
grows
garden.
again.
This garden still aches. There must be more poison somewhere. Look, the door's held shut by that counterweight. We lower it, the door will open. It's finished. Let's return to Astrid.
The land. It's alive again. I can feel it.
Yes, your guardian grows again.
Freya, how did you...
It's okay, Astrid. It's time to move on.
Thank you, goddess. I do love you.
And I you.
You've done a great kindness.
A temporary one. The guardian will die again.
All things do. That is no reason not to try.
Freya, something your brother said. The Aesir burned him.
Yes. We weren't yet at war, but relations with the Vanir and Aesir had been hostile for ages. Freyr got it into his head that he could improve relations by sharing our magic with them. Vanir techniques for bountiful harvests, enough to feed their whole population.
Know what? We'll finish this later.
Incoming! Back here!
Brother! Get up, brother! Nasty hit! You all right, brother?
Maybe you can break the chain from here as well. The gate's open. We can head back and get inside.
It's down. Outcome.
Behind you, watch out!
From behind. Incoming.
Freya, how did your brother come to be burned by the Aesir?
Well, he was trying to improve relations with them by sharing our magic. Getting set on fire was the thanks he got.
That's true. The Aesir were too undisciplined and impatient for the subtlety of Vanir spellcraft. Know what? We'll finish this later.
Let's do it! About time I had something to do. We got more lip flapping to do or no?
Alfheim? What's there?
There's work to be done. Last we were in Alfheim, Atreus heard something out in the Barrens. A creature in terrible pain.
I'm with you.
What brings you to the Barrens on this fine day?
Atreus heard a creature in pain in the
Over a
desert.
storm like this? Most impressive.
When I was Atreus' age, this desert was home to all manner of life. Have you seen any large creatures in your travels out here?
No, sorry. The elves and I... Long story, but it's best when we keep out of each other's way. Hive matter is... stickier than I care for. Good luck on your search, though. Stuff some cloth in your ears to keep the sand out. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Gulon in Alfheim.
And sled trained by the looks of it. Most unusual.
I've never seen such obedience in Gulon. There is some kind of magic at work here.
Regardless, it should make desert travel downright pleasant. Were it not for a brutal sandstorm. Any particular direction to find your wounded animal? Or are we just enjoying the weather?
How do you hope to find anything in all this?
Perhaps we find a cave first to catch our bearings? A tempting treasure chest! Damn the sand!
Look there! An entrance to the caves!
This cave extends underneath the desert.
Aye. A refuge for the Dark Elves by the looks of it. One of the few remaining now that they're barred from the temple. Perhaps we'll find Atreus' wounded animal down here.
Lead the way, Kratos. I trust you to not get us lost underground. These poor elves, blinded by hate, lashing out at everything and everyone for their fate.
They will not listen to reason. Combat is unavoidable.
Oh, trust me, I know. Still, I wish it were not the case.
Patience. A virtue or a threat?
Depends on the reader.
Strange how you'd rather bring me along for this task instead of your own son.
I have to agree, brother. Atreus would have enjoyed this desert dalliance. Especially where maimed, innocent creatures in need of rescue are concerned.
Good. Perhaps it will teach him the consequences of disobedience.
An odd way to discipline. I am in no position to judge.
Enemy behind you!
Have you asked Atreus why he feels the need to hide things from you?
Of course. It solved nothing.
It isn't supposed to.
Your meaning?
The boy is allowed to have secrets. All children do.
His secrets are dangerous.
Of that I have no doubt. Still, they are his to bear.
Ah, bear. Yes. At least that one isn't so much a secret anymore.
Behind you! Look out!
Watch your right!
Freyr kept many secrets as well in his youth. He and Atreus were much alike.
Disobedient. Reckless.
Oh yeah. With a compulsion to help those in need. That was partly what led him to Alfheim in the first place, and why he stayed so long.
Winter has changed Atreus. This prophecy weighs on him. Shapes him into someone different.
He is deciding which path to take. It may not be the path you choose for him, but ultimately, it's his path to walk.
Right side, brother! Brother, the wee bastard's about to explode!
It is odd to watch you, of all people, go to such effort to help this injured creature.
Scouting clears my mind.
Right.
Speak your piece.
Atreus has influenced you, has he not? Conditioned you to help those in need?
What of it?
You should trust that you've influenced him in turn.
Nightmare! Left flank!
Above you, Kratos! Good riddance!
Nasty hit! You alright, brother?
I haven't seen one since I was a child.
Great, Gefyun's ghost! That's the largest bloody half-goof I've ever laid eyes on.
But howling sounds familiar.
It's the Song of the Sands. They don't normally sing like this underground.
That must be the cause of the storm.
Aye. Judging by all this hive matter weighing it down, it's been trapped here for dozens of winters.
There must be a way to cut it loose.
I'd wager that there's nothing here a well-placed throw of the axe can't solve.
If we can clear those rocks away, we might get the right angle. That helped. We've cut it loose, but it can't seem to escape.
Much of the hive matter is gone. We can free it from the surface now.
How in the realms did they capture such a large one?
Half-goofers are known to burrow, so I'd hesitate to place full blame on our Dark Elf friends.
Even though it's bound by their hive?
Hive matter doesn't belong to the Dark Elves, any more than the light belongs to the Light Elves. It's just another of Alfheim's natural resources. One the elves have used since the time of their ancestors. And while the Light Elves seem keen to banish the hive over on their side, the Dark Elves make effective use of it out here in the Barrens.
But if this is true, are we doing more harm than good by destroying this hive?
You wish to leave the creature enslaved?
No. Freyr would appreciate our efforts to ease the harshness of these lands. We should free it.
Here! You should be able to cut this part away and free the half-goofa!
Never imagined I'd see a half-goofa fly again. Can't believe the lad missed this.
The storm is gone. The Song of the Sands has returned to Alfheim, albeit somewhat diminished from how I remember it as a child.
Atreus will be glad to hear it is no longer in pain.
You look forward to telling him.
I do.
It is not too late to avoid my mistakes. Your son must walk his own path, but you can still guide him. And I will help you, however I can, for his sake.
Thank you.
Well, nice to be able to have a real conversation out here for once.
Mimir, you may continue. Freya.
Oh, yes. Well, the Aesir grew all too easily impatient with the subtle agricultural magic Freyr had offered to school them in.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
Right here! Find you, watch out!
Right side!
Poison! Right side!
Behind you, Kratos!
Brother, my groom's found a perch on high! Last one!
you just refuse to pick a favorite poem? That's uncharacteristically indecisive of you.
I have a favorite poem already. One from my homeland.
Well, lady, I was curious about some of the flora we've encountered on our travels.
And you will remain curious. It's not my job to teach you everything, Mimir.
Look, I was just asking.
And you have been told.
Oh, you can say that again. I must say, I think we make a good team. With my brains, Kratos' brawn, and my lady's,
Wisdom? Magic? Ability to tolerate you for long periods of time?
I was going to say brutality.
That works.
Behind you! What's that?
A diagram for a sword hilt.
Perhaps we should show it to one of the dwarves. They'll know what to do with it. Come on, brother. Let's have it. You mentioned you had a favorite poem from your homeland. What was it about?
A cunning general. A war over forbidden love.
I believe I've heard of this one. Did it involve a horse that was not as it appeared?
Yes. But that is not what happened.
Oh, it's based on truth then. And you were there.
Yes. I wrote the poem. Let me continue. My Freya.
Oh, yes. Well, the Aesir grew all too easily impatient with the subtle agricultural magic Freyr had offered to school them in. So when things went wrong, they blamed their teacher.
So Freya was a guest when Odin burned him?
Not exactly. Odin didn't mind locking Freyr up. He saw the potential of the magic and wanted to know more than how to improve crop yields. It was a mob of lesser Aesir, bitter and short-sighted, who tied him up and lit him aflame as punishment for the sabotage they imagined him guilty of. Obviously, he survived. In fact, he used the opportunity to escape. But such an affront made war inevitable.
Freyr certainly wasn't the same after that. At least for a while. His carefree ways were replaced with nightmares, paranoia, and lashing out. It doesn't excuse what he said at my wedding, but I do understand where his anger came from.
Freya, I've always wondered, why was Freyr so revered here so quickly upon his first arrival?
Well, to begin with, it wasn't his first arrival. Very few know this, but Freyr was one of the earliest visitors to Alfheim, back in the dawn of realm travel.
Set that aside for now. Come.
Sort of a harp. I can play beautifully, you know.
I do not, and would prefer it remain that way.
Mimir, I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Shame.
Freya, earlier you mentioned that Freyr was one of Alfheim's first visitors. Care to elaborate? I wasn't in these lands at the dawn of realm travel.
Well, we believed for a long time that all the giants had died in the flood, until one of them appeared in Vanaheim. Her name was Gerd, and she came offering to teach us the secrets of traveling between realms using Bifrost light. Freyr became immediately infatuated with her. He always yearned to wander, and along came someone who could truly show him how. So, wander they did, exploring the world tree from root to branch. But one day, it came time for Gerd to wander away.
No more for now. Focus.
Freya, you once revived a giant's corpse to stop a certain fight we won't talk about. Could you call on that power again?
Maybe. Do you have a massive giant's corpse for me to revive?
No?
Well, there you go.
Freya, getting back to your brother learning to realm travel, I take it the romance with his teacher ended poorly?
It did for him. Freyr was heartbroken, and resolved himself to perform some great feat to win her back. He set his aim on the grandest of gestures. He intended to be the first to find the elusive source of Bifrost light.
Enough talk for now. Be ready.
Anything for Freya? And for the Valkyrie Queen? Whatever you need, I'll create. Heading off already?
Freya, returning to the story of your brother, you said he made it his mission to find the source of Bifrost light.
He did indeed. And he succeeded, although quite by accident. Freyr believed he navigated best while fortified by a potent blend of Vanir herbs. When he wandered, he wandered. And he managed to wander from the World Tree directly into the Lake of Souls. The elves had never seen anybody come out of the lake before, so it got some attention.
That is bloody hilarious.
Wait. Let us look this way.
Much of the sand has been cleared away, but another storm rages beyond that pass, which must mean...
Another Hafgufa.
Odd. It looks as though the Light Elves sealed off this section of the Barrens. Why?
Luckily for us, a very considerate goddess has enhanced our magic chisel, and we can unseal it.
My, that is lucky.
The forbidden sands lay beyond.
Contested territory, according to Bela, and another storm to endure.
I remember when Freyr and I traveled to this realm as children. The desert was healthy and full of life back then. I can't help but fear that era has ended for good and our efforts here are futile.
It's a fair concern. Healing this land will take more than a pair of singing Hafgufa. But I have to believe, in the long run, we're doing right by Alfheim. Well, best we start looking for a way underground.
Keep a lookout for a cave! I see an entrance!
I hope Freyr will appreciate our work here in the desert. I wonder if he knows how poorly this realm has fared in his absence.
Aye. Hearing the Song of the Sands again is a rare privilege, even if it's only a solo act.
Or a duet, once this Hafgufa is free. This architecture. It is not of the Dark Elves.
An abandoned ancient settlement by the looks of it. Built long before the Lightwell's creation.
More hive matter as well.
I'd say we're on the right track then.
This kind of hive material is sensitive to sound. How odd. When I last came here with you and Atreus, I assumed the absence of Alfheim's light was an aberration. I didn't realize it was covered by it.
Aye. And as far as the Dark Elves are concerned, it's that light column in the center of the temple that's the aberration. Just look at how old some of these surfaces are. Far older than the Lightwell, or even our trapped Hafgufa for that matter.
That's quite the empathetic perspective, Mimir.
Well, dangle from a burly god's backside for a few winters, and you'll find yourself looking for all sorts of new perspectives.
More pie. Too thick for that. Maybe the Twilight Stone on the ground will help. Well, there you go.
Enemies to your left!
Watch out!
Get away with the stone! Changing arrows!
Poisoning it back!
Rot!
Light elves.
Good hit, brother! Behind you, brother!
Right arm incoming!
Behind you, watch out!
Blood red!
Light elves don't often travel underneath the barrens, do they?
Territory changes hands often in Alfheim. Or so it appears.
Big Veer did mention that these ruins have historical significance for the Light Elves. I assume they're only here to keep intruders out.
Well, at least they tried.
I suspect the corpse below would disagree.
There. That hive doesn't like sound, remember?
Good eye. Let's continue, shall we?
Left side! Incoming! Outcome!
Incoming! Above you! Enemy on the left! Take the right coming your way!
I hope freeing these Hofgufas will allow them to breed again. It was a dazzling display once. The skies of Alfheim filled with their song.
I imagine it's the lack of fresh light that's caused this pair to grow abnormally large. No use in having babies if there's nothing for them to feed on.
Trying to protect their children from a harsh world. I can relate. wonder if these two comprehend the choice they face once freed.
What choice do you speak of?
The life cycle of the Hofgufa. In order to breed, they must pass on their light to their children.
And without life, they will die.
I suppose that's all any of us can hope for in the end. That our death has purpose. That we can live on through our children. Well, given another chance, I know what choice I would make. Well done. Time to set it loose.
Aye, back to the surface then.
Switching!
Behind you! Look out! Behind you! Watch out!
A pipe.
Used in many of Freyr's blessings, I imagine.
The fate of these creatures reminds me of a story.
Does it?
There once was a blacksmith whose king commanded him to construct a box that could contain all the evils of the world. But no metal could hold such a power. So the blacksmith used the flame of...
Kratos, is this a story meant to ease my grief?
Perhaps it is just a story. A way to pass the time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but... well, your stories...
What about my stories?
I wouldn't exactly call them a comfort.
There. Mimir is the better storyteller.
Now, don't sell yourself short, brother. You've come a long way from the days of laconic fables.
It's okay. Finish your story, Kratos.
The blacksmith's daughter was the key to unlocking the box. He died trying to protect her from those who would open it.
Well, at least it's a relatable story.
It appears we've overstayed our welcome in Alfheim. Together.
Oh, I felt that one, brother.
Time to end this storm.
If my stories are of no comfort, take solace in knowing you did what you thought was best for your son's safety. Even these creatures know. There is little choice for a parent. You are not alone.
I'm not, am I? And now neither are they. Incredible.
The Song of the Sands. Wow. Didn't know I could get misty. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Kratos. This land sings once more. We've done good here.
No rush to leave yet, is there? Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit Barrens?
Do you regret it, Mimir?
Most likely. What are we talking about in particular?
Giving up your body?
I regret exchanging my life for my freedom? That's a question I ask myself every day, my lady.
What about today?
Today? Glad to be out in the world. How else could I spend such quality time with you?
Okay, okay.
Freya, back to the story of your brother. You said the elves saw him emerge from the Lake of Souls.
It's true. I don't know whether he worked his charms at that point or they just assumed him to be a great deity. But of course, he hadn't made this journey in search of responsibility, so he didn't stick around long. Still, the legend of his manifestation was passed along through the ages. It even endured after the Great Division, remembered by Light and Dark Elf alike.
Another time. We must focus.
Right side incoming!
A token.
A badge of honor. The elves made a few of these. They'd hang them up outside their dwellings, show their support for my brother.
Freya, will you continue that story about your brother? He stumbled into Alfheim, became a legend, and left?
He did make a lasting impression. So when at last he returned, he was uniquely situated to gain the trust of both sides and help to create a truce. The problem was, both sides trusted only him. So the peace could only last as long as he stayed around to keep it. And with the long war dragging on without an end in sight, I suppose making any kind of peace was an irresistible notion for him, even if it meant having to rule.
Lads, I thought death had cured me of my appetite, but damn if I can't stop thinking about the smell of Tyr stew. Awakened a fair few culinary cravings, did. Black pudding, haggis and neeps, oh!
Porridge and honey.
What about you, brother? Any pre-Fimble winter foods you're aching for?
Olives.
The hell's an olive?
That armor looks like Lunda's design. I can fix it up for you if you like.
A good fit.
Now, was there something else? Whatever you need. Have we more to talk about?